Hey everyone! So sorry if this video is going up a little late today. I'm just getting to film it right now. It's like 7:30. I'm gonna try and upload it. I'm gonna try and edit it and upload it as fast as I can. Today's video is talking about my 2017 favorites. So I'm gonna do my favorite books, movies, albums, and I'm gonna do singles. I know people usually do books, movies, albums, TV shows, but I don't really watch TV, so I'm gonna be doing my favorite singles from the year. Okay, so we're gonna start off with my top 5 favorite singles of 2017. Okay, so I'm gonna mention an honorable mention, which is Miss You by Louis Tomlinson. For the singles, I try to do stuff that was like that I listen to a lot, and I do listen to Miss You by Louis Tomlinson a lot. Like, it is a real good song, but I don't listen to it as much as I listen to like the 5 that I'm gonna mention. Okay, the other honorable mention that I'm gonna do for singles, sorry I keep looking at my phone, is Rockstar, Post Malone featuring 21 Savage. I really like that song. I'm kind of obsessed with it. So number 5 is Bedroom Floor by Liam Payne. Wow, I have a thing for like solo One Direction songs and maybe albums too. So number 5 is Bedroom Floor by Liam Payne. I like stripped that down more than when I first heard it. Like, the more I listen to it, the more I like it. I do not like Get Low, like, in the slightest. Like, it's okay, but I don't want to listen to it ever. But he released Bedroom Floor and I was like, okay, Liam, this is exactly what I wanted from you when you said you were going solo. So I love Bedroom Floor. I wish I could like play the songs for you, but I'm not gonna do that. 4 on my list is gonna be Havana by Camila Cabello. I honestly, she was like my least favorite member of Fifth Harmony, but that song is so good. Like, you cannot tell me that song has not been stuck in your head at least one time. I love it so much. Like, every time I hear it, I'm just like ready to like dance. So number 3 is gonna be Wild Thoughts, DJ Khaled featuring Rihanna and Bryson Tiller. When this song first like started playing on the radio, I was obsessed. Like, I could not stop listening to Wild Thoughts. Like, anytime it came on, I felt like I stopped. I was like, oh, this is my song. Like, I love this song. Okay, so the second song is Bodak Yellow by Cardi B, and I know people are like, oh my god, I can't believe she put that as her number 2, but listen, that is a good ass song, and if you don't think so, well, it doesn't matter, because this is my favorites list. So yeah, number 2 is Bodak Yellow by Cardi B. And then my number 1 is There's Nothing Holding Me Back by Shawn Mendes. I know technically his album was released last year and that's a song on the album, but it was released as a single this year, so I'm counting it. Honestly, so obsessed with that song. I'm like a secret Shawn Mendes stan. Like, I don't talk about him to anyone, but I like know all the words to like all of his songs. Like, there's something about his voice that's like, I just love it. It's so good. He's such a good songwriter. I love his voice, and it's just, thank you, Shawn Mendes. Thank you. Now is gonna be my favorite albums of the year. So I'm gonna do 2 honorable mentions for favorite album. So Divide by Ed Sheeran and Funk Wave Bounces Volume 1, Calvin Harris. Some of my favorite albums, but not my top 5. So number 5 is Fifth Harmony. That album is so good. There's literally only one song I do not like on that album, and that's Down. Every other song is so good. Like, Fifth Harmony said, we're here, and I said, yes, you are. So 2 of my favorite songs on Fifth Harmony album is gonna be Don't Say You Love Me and Deliver. Those are really good. Right, so number 4 on my top 5 favorite albums is After Laughter by Paramore. I have been a big Paramore fan since I was in middle school. I met them when I was in middle school, like in 7th or 8th grade. I have been so obsessed with them, and when I found out that they were releasing a new album, I was so excited. And this album is so different from anything they've ever done, but I love it. And I cannot even tell you my favorite song because I literally love every single song on this album. But I think right now, because it changes all the time, my favorite song is either Rose Colored Boy or Forgiveness at the moment. Those are really good songs. If you have not heard the new Paramore album, After Laughter, stop what you're doing, stop watching this video, listen to the album. Alright, number 3, a shocker. This is really gonna be a shocker. Harry Styles. I obviously like have a thing for One Direction, like I'm in love with One Direction, so they could have, any of them could have released a solo album of them like burping into a microphone and I'd be like top 5 favorite albums of the year. But my favorite song on Harry's album is From the Dining Room Table. Yeah, that's literally it. From the Dining Room Table. I also really like Woman. Number 2 is Tell Me You Love Me. Demi Lovato's album Tell Me You Love Me. So good. So good. Like, I know I keep saying good, but honestly, I have the greatest music taste of all time, so like, come for me. People are probably gonna comment on this, you don't have taste in like real music, like listen to real music, and I'm gonna be like, I don't care. It's my favorite list, so like I don't care. Yeah, Tell Me You Love Me, Demi Lovato, so good. Tell Me You Love Me, the song, amazing. When she released that song, I was like, holy shit, she is here to slay, and I am here for it. My favorite song on that album is Lonely. Did I? Yeah, it's Lonely. Featuring Lil Wayne. So good. If you are gonna listen to one song off the album, it would be that one. Number 1 album of the year. It's not gonna be a surprise if you know who I am as a human being and know how much trash I am for this person in particular. It's the only album I physically own. I didn't buy it though because I don't have any money. Someone was very kind enough to send it to me. And that is Flicker by Niall Horan. Listen, this is my favorite album of all time. There's just something about listening to this album. I'm like, have to show you. Look how cute he is. Look at him playing his little guitar. There's something about this album that is just like everything I've ever wanted, ever. Like, it's just, this is the kind of album I listen to like every day. This is just the greatest thing I've ever listened to in my entire life. I'm so thankful for Niall Horan. I can't tell if it's because I'm trash for Niall Horan or if it's like I genuinely love the music. I'm kidding, obviously. Please don't take that seriously. There's a bug! You better freaking stay there. Okay, so now it is time for my favorite movies of the year. The thing with my favorite movies is I didn't see that many movies. I'm only doing 2017 releases, by the way. I didn't see that many movies. Literally, I saw all of these movies, like my top 5. I think even the honorable mention, I think those are the, no, there's another movie I saw. I saw a total of 7 movies, like 7 new releases this year. So, I'm sorry if they're not your cup of tea, but again, it's my favorite list, and I also didn't have that much to go off of. So, my honorable mention for movies is going to be Beauty and the Beast. This would be number 5, but considering it's just I mean, I thought it was really beautiful, but considering I've seen Beauty and the Beast before, technically, I put it as my honorable mention, and people are going to hear my number 5 and be like, why did you put that as your number 5 and not your honorable mention? Because I'm trash, guys. I'm trash. Like, this is what this video is about, learning that I'm trash. I don't have good taste. I'm just trash. That's where I live. My number 5 is the Power Rangers movie, and listen, I know people are gonna be like, oh my god, I can't believe she liked the Power Rangers movie. It's her top 5 favorite movies. Okay guys, I didn't have that much to go off of. I literally saw 7 or 8 movies this year. So number 4 is gonna be Guardians Volume 2. which I didn't like Guardians Volume 2 as much as I liked the first one. I don't know if that's like an unpopular opinion. I think it is. I thought it was good. Like, obviously it's on my favorites list. Like, if I didn't like it, I wouldn't have put it on the list at all. But I thought it was pretty good. But it just wasn't, I just didn't like it as much as the first one. I did like it though. And number 3 is Thor Ragnarok. Now you're gonna be like, Becca, why 2 Marvel movies on your top favorite list? Because I'm Marvel trash. If you don't know that I'm Marvel trash, then what are you doing here, honestly? And that also has to do with my number 2, which is Spider-Man Homecoming. It was my number 1 until like last week. Spider-Man Homecoming was my number 1 movie of 2017. Spider-Man Homecoming is my favorite Spider-Man movie of all time. All the other Spider-Man movies, they could step aside, because Spider-Man Homecoming said, I'm here. And I was like, yes. Great movie. We're left with my number 1, and if you follow me on Twitter, you probably already know because I tweeted this, but my favorite movie of 2017 was The Greatest Showman. Such a good movie. The music is fantastic. Hugh Jackman was so good. I was blown away by everyone's performance in this movie. Zendaya was great. Zac Efron was so good. Like, okay, so now we go on to the best part of this video, and that is going to be my favorite books of the year. So there's 7. I'm gonna try and get through these really quickly because I don't want this to be long, and I'm lazy and I don't want to edit that much. So number 7 is going to be The Hating Game by Sally Thorne, and I just realized that I do own this, but I'm too lazy to go and get it, so I'm just gonna have pictures. And then number 6 is going to be, I gave all of these books 5 out of 5 stars, by the way. Easy by Tamara Weber. I just literally reread this yesterday. Number 5 is Moxie by Jennifer Matthew. I just want to say one thing about this is that this book made me cry, but like happy tears, which has never happened to me before, ever. And then my number 4 is Heartless by, I lied, there's 8. So this is my number 5. It's Heartless by Marissa Meyer. I love this book so much. I read this book in like September. It is now January of 2018. And I have not stopped thinking about this book. And then my next one is 2 books, like, I'm cheating. It's an author, but I really liked both of the books that I read by her last year. Literally like the last couple days of December. But that is going to be Maybe in Another Life and One True Loves by Taylor Jenkins Reid. If I had to choose one, it would definitely be Maybe in Another Life. Okay, so the next book I have on my list is The Sun and Her Flowers by Rupi Kaur. I also read Milk and Honey by her this year, but I definitely 100% prefer The Sun and Her Flowers. This was so good. I don't really know how to review poetry. Okay, and my next favorite is Geekerella by Ashley Poston. I'm so happy I got this for Christmas so I can hold it up in my favorites video. But I loved this book. Like, reading it, I just felt so much like Elle. Who does not want like a love story like Elle and Darren? Is it Darian? Darren? Who are you, dude? I don't know. But like the fact that she like ends up with this famous Hollywood actor, Tom Holland. Hit me up. My number 1 favorite of the year. If you do... Okay. That bug is getting too close for comfort. If you don't know what my favorite is, then you need to follow me on Twitter, because you will be like, oh, Becca, you're so predictable. Unless you don't want me to be predictable, but I would really suggest following me on Twitter. So my favorite book of 2017 was They Both Die at the End by Adam Silvera. Listen, I have never made a book. True statement, I've never made a book. I have never had a book make me cry as much as this book did. I was sobbing, like I couldn't breathe. I was shaking. I had to go to my mom's room because I like needed a hug from her, and she was shook. She was very worried. She was like, what is going on with my daughter? She never has emotions. If you have not read this book, read this book. It has definitely changed my opinion about how I live my life, even though I definitely need to probably put that in motion more now. But guys, we could die any moment. Like, we're all gonna die, and we could die any moment. So we need to live our life like it's the last day, really. So that is all of my favorites for the year. If you want to discuss some other favorites, I have watched other movies this year. They're just not ones that were released in 2017, so we could talk about those. We could talk about other music that you guys listen to. Let me know what your favorites of 2017 were. I'm sorry that this video was like not up like at the same time as all the other favorites videos, but I don't care. This is my channel. I can do whatever I want. But yeah, so I also didn't want to do my favorite books because I wanted to read up until the last possible day of December to make sure I got all the reading I possibly could in December. And I did do that. If you guys enjoyed this video, I hope you guys enjoyed my Dolan Twins merch. Let me know what kind of videos you want me to do next. I have some ideas of my next few videos, but yeah, I'm real excited for 2018 and what may possibly come with this channel. Who knows? But I'm really excited, and once I hit 200 subscribers, I think I'm going to do that giveaway I talked about in my Funko Pop haul collection video.
I got trapped in your